All right, wagwan everybody. Lennox here from Simple123 Trader. It is Friday, February 18th, and we're at the open of the London Open session for the New York Stock Exchange. It'll be opening in 9 minutes. For the interim, we're just going to do a little bit of bantering here. So, good morning, gentlemen. Mr. George Pitcher is with me as usual.
Yep.
And I think Vic is somewhere in there. Might be napping right now, but
no, I'm up.
Yay. Oh, by the way, George.
Yeah.
I ran the that EA that you put in. I got some good results on, I think, gold, with gold, using gold, but not with GBP US dollar. So.
Oh, okay.
Where am I?
How did it work out on gold?
It seemed to do okay. Let me just see if I. Let's see.
What's unusual about it, Lennox, is that it's actually two modules. And, each module has separate functions. So they can both be active at the same time, or just one can be active and with the other. To try to smooth out the
How was my time? 8 minutes. I just wanted, let me just see if I can.
that's it right there.
Right here. So I put it on gold, H4, I believe. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that way. I need to set one. Oh, okay, it is.
No, you can use both of them. I had both of them set to true.
Okay.
On H4, I did everything on H1.
All right, let me try it on H1. Yeah, that was the one I had a nice run with. Yes, that's it.
Okay, that's doing one module.
Yes.
Turn both of them on.
Okay. True. And then we've got to look at this market here. All right. So try that. So both. Okay. Wow. Different. Still not bad though. All right. So that's what I kind of looked at it. We can take a look at that more a little later as well. All right. So let's see. At 624. How are the indices this morning? Are they favored to be down? Looks like, eh?
Yeah, I think they're mostly down.
Yeah, the Qs went up during the extended hours, but it's back down to where it closed at pretty much. IWM went up during extended hours, but it's down now.
Well, everything was pointing from yesterday was pointing to a down open, so.
Dollar looks like it's going up.
Yeah, the dollar was going up. Yeah.
Let's go back to here and look at US dollar. Okay, we have 5 minutes before the bell sounds, and we'll be on. That's 1 minute chart. Wow. Okay, so daily. It's still in a struggle, eh? Trying,
Yeah, yeah, but
trying
there
to.
seems to still be.
Yeah, when we looked at it the other day, it was. Yeah, still struggling. Not really doing much at this point.
Yeah, it looks like it's sitting in a wave 4 type of situation.
Yeah, looking to break one way or the other here. Yeah, it's hard to say which way really. I mean, we're kind of in an unusual spot. I think that was the same conclusion we came to the other day, that we're sitting in something like this, but it's we could go up one more time back into this area. It's totally possible.
It's almost a zigzag pattern. In fact, might even
Cool.
be.
That's our pattern. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, not sure if it wants to climb or it could drop one more time through. It's very precarious right now.
It's turning a bit on the 1 minute, but that could be short-lived. Who knows?
Yeah, way down there. Yeah.
Right now, it's hugging the water line.
So let's see how US dollar looks. And that's pointing to the downside still. So maybe Euro US will have a more
Yeah,
pattern that we can see. So again, we're in the same boat with this one as well. We came through.
it certainly
Yeah.
is.
So it's pointing to the downside. So that would push the US dollar to the upside.
Yep.
Right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing at this point here. Anyways, based on this 4 hour, looks again like we want to push to the downside. Right through. So we're just retracing this move. All right. 2 minutes before the bell sounds. So let me take a look.
Got 2 minutes before the bell.
Yeah. Earnings from last night were.
I had closed out all my trades yesterday, so
Roku was one that I was looking at yesterday. Haven't looked at them today. We got about a minute to the bell. See how they open up this morning. All right, let's see how these guys open this morning. And
The NAS looks like it wants to go up. It's already starting to go up.
which one?
The NASDAQ, the NAS.
well, everything it's not very weak right now. Everything's kind of subdued. All right, so the bell has
SPY is heading up. The cubes are heading up. IWM is heading down.
okay. So let me go to the 1 minute chart here. And gonna make this big. Now we can see these candles, eh? All right, so market is opened. First bar is down. We have a 1, 2, 3 top. We've dropped. We're at a base. We want to see what the next bar does. Let's just see. The next bar.
It's higher and dropping down.
And if it breaks that level, it's a sell. It's green. I actually thought that we'd have a higher open this morning. So perhaps we'd open up this end. But overnight it changed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've broken the bar to the top. Interesting. So that would indicate a buy, but because I'm at this level here as support, I do not want to buy. Because I have a 1, 2, 3 top here. I do not want to buy. I just want to sell.
It's interesting. You have a different pattern than I have.
On the 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute too.
So it is, we're sitting at the cusp here. So this is the key to it, right? Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Okay, so we can see it. And we were sitting on kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this done? Don't see. It doesn't look like it's done. You know, so it's too small. But let's see, 15 minute. Okay, so we're down at a support on the 15 minute. Let me just move this chart over a little bit. So I just want to kind of give you an idea where we are. And that will help us. So we've retraced this move back down into about the 79%, right? And not even about right at the 79% retrace of that move. And we could be done, and we could be pushing back up at this point because the markets are not that weak, but that's where we're sitting. I was expecting a little further drop here, but expectations, eh?
Yeah, it's I have neutralization at this point, so it could go either way without a at this juncture.
Yeah, there we go. So hourly, this is what it looks like. We're still inside this channel.
Yeah.
We've come up and down, up and down, and we are at a support area. And we can either break through or bounce. So that's where we're at. So that gives you the bigger picture of what's going on and where we are. And I think that helps to understand more. So whether or not you should take a position. Right now it's slow motion. So
Yeah, right now, I mean, I've got two charts in the IWM. One's a 1 minute and the other's
nothing's moving here at all. So it's yeah, we're still at the same spot. So nothing's going on. So because I have a 1, 2, 3, I'm still looking for this to fall because I have to hold off and hold on to my 1, 2, 3 at this point. And there it goes. Okay, but knowing where I am, I don't really want to sell either at this point. And if that makes sense to everybody, we're at the bottom of our structure, and we're sitting right here. It's not going to be very much points from here to where we're going, so I wouldn't sell. I'd wait for the bottom of this move, so and then look for a buy more so. Right. So this is,
I've got almost 20 down bars on the tick chart.
Yeah, the Nasdaq's dropping a bit, and the
you know,
the US 2000's dropping.
yeah.
No,
So now let me just,
turning a little bit on the Nas and the S&P. Just a green bar starting. Geez, the markets really don't want to decide what they want to do.
so here is the 1 hour time frame on the
The NASDAQ is getting beat up the
Dow.
most, it seems.
So right here is the 15-minute time frame on basically right there. So we're in this leg right there. And then on the 5-minute, so even though we're looking at different instruments here, this is the whoops, I didn't mean to do that. This is the SPY. We are in this leg here on the 5-minute. So that's the move. So that's where we're sitting. And then this here is right here.
Hey, I'm starting to get turnaround on the Qs, the IWM.
Okay, so that looks like we should be turning now. So we're at 200. So I would just buy the 201 calls at this point. So since we're sitting at 200, buy the 201 calls for the expiration for today, expecting a move back up. Now it might be slow, might take a while, but we'll see. So that would be my play. Monitor. Oh, and I hope I've welcomed. I'm sorry if I haven't welcomed everyone to the webinar. The bell went and I was so busy. Welcome to the Wednesday, not Wednesday, it's Friday morning session of the New York Open. And we're just looking at IWM on the 1-minute time frame to make a trade. I'm looking to buy the 201 calls, which I haven't even looked at yet. Let me just see if I can find them. So
201, 202 calls are about 92 cents.
200. So we're at 201, 200.9. So we're just at 200. So the 201 would be the calls that I'd be more interested in. Keep it.
201?
Yeah, because it's
They're
expiration date.
$1.43.
Yeah, it's expiration day, and
That's for expiring today.
let me just put it at 14. Okay, so we're looking at the 201. No, 20. Oh, we're at 201 right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Oh. I've lost my mind as usual. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we're at 201. We were at 200. Oh, I thought we were at 200 for some reason. Okay, so we're at 201. So a pullback here would be great. That gives us our 1, 2, 3, and then that would be when be a good time to buy. Anytime. I mean, right now it's your distance isn't that much, so buying at any point here will be fine. The only question is, does it have enough oomph to make it to 202? That will be the question at this point. So 202, the 202s are $96.
There's pretty good volume on 204 calls. Open interest is almost 6,600, and the volume is almost 1,600.
The price is right on those. They're only $27, $28 for a contract.
No,
However,
205s are $13.
it's too far on it for expiration day, though, George. That might be a stretch, right?
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, we're barely getting out of here from 200.6 to 201. So
Yep,
what are the
that's for
chances
sure.
we're going to make it 205? probably not very good, right?
204s are going for 27 cents.
Okay, so we're sitting here and you're talking 205s, which are way up here, 204s that are way here, 203s. So
204 has a possibility because it's,
we have to get up to here, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for our first wave, and then we'll pull back, and then we'll go again. So that would be the one to buy with maybe two. Again, I'm still liking the 202s, maybe the 203s at the most to push, maybe 203s. Yeah, 203s would be a good one.
Could be.
Not that far. Okay, so let's try the 203s.
203 are at 47 cents.
We're getting our pullback now. So that would be the buying opportunity now. So let me do that. So 203s are 42 cents.
43 now.
So let me get 3 of them just to see. 340. Okay, so 42. I need to see the chart. I have to move this because I need to see, see what the doing. Okay, there we go. All right, so we were right down almost 100% retrace. That's quite interesting. So that, so if it breaks our low, then I can pick them up even less expensive. So it's not expecting it to break the low because we have our we have, but it could. You can see we could break that low. This might be the 3.
I think you could probably
So,
get 40, 41 cents.
yeah, sitting at 44
It's
right now. Okay, so you get a break of this red bar. We did, so I'll buy now. Oh, did I not get filled? I don't hear any chimes. Might have missed it by that much. Let's see.
yeah, it's up to 48, 49.
Let's see. Nope, not
Now
filled
it's
yet.
at, there's a bid of 46 right now. Ask of 47.
Okay, still hanging there. Almost going to be filled here. I think my order was in at 46 or so.
The bid right now is at 48, 50.
There's not much movement here, George. I don't
No,
not
there's
even
not much movement at all. I think that the
don't even know if this is worth it. I just put in a teaser three contracts just to, you know,
I see 46
test
went
the
in
waters,
there.
but wow, don't know.
47,
There's not much movement here.
46 again.
I should be in. There I go. There are the chimes. Now I'm in. Okay, so I'm in at 45. So if we
Yeah,
break this low, I'll pick up some more. But yeah, again, right now the markets look like
yeah, we're getting a lot of consolidation at this point.
yeah, no, this is hilarious. So this might just be a dead trade, you know. But I can't see prices hanging here all day like that. It's just insane. Something has got to give, right?
Yep.
I haven't seen this happen.
Volatility must have popped up. Let me take a look at that.
It's a very unusual action here in the markets. There's nothing moving. Wow.
Probably all the tension in Ukraine and stuff.
So something's going to burst here then, right? So it's very interesting, I must say. Okay. Well, there we go, folks. It's a Friday session that is not doing a thing. So that's the way it is. Oh, I was going to take a look at that Dash play that I did on Wednesday. You remember we're looking at Dash
Yeah,
after the aftermarket. Was it Dash? No, it wasn't Dash. What was the company?
It was DoorDash.
It was DoorDash. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Chart
went
doesn't
up.
look. Yeah, the chart didn't look right there for me. Okay, so on since nothing's happened in the market here, let me go to the 4-hour on this. So on the 4-hour, we were looking at this company for their earnings, and my thought at the time was that we had a 1, 2, 3 top right here, and so the move down took us down into a triangle. So a triangle, you have this move. Usually on a triangle, the move is to the upside. That's, but in this case, it looked like we could definitely pop this way because of the earnings and because they're all in a huge down mode from way back. Even if we go up to the daily and look at the we're in a huge move to the downside from way up here. So it looked like they still had one more drop. So I bet for that drop, and I bought the 85 puts. So let's see where 85 is, right there. So 85 puts are here and here. So expecting this drop to the downside out of this mess here, at least for the short term. So what happened was as soon as they gave their earnings, price did actually drop down to the 85 level. And then rebounded. I guess they said something, and then this just rebounded. But what we were noticing, there were options. There were a couple call contracts only out of maybe 12 lines of contracts. There were only 10 of them were puts. So someone knew something, and I had a feeling that someone might know something. And my thought was to buy the 115 call as an insurance play, just in case. But I did not buy it. I just went for the puts instead. So had I bought the insurance, that would have taken care of this. This call was $350, and this would have been 185. And at open on yesterday morning, these would the price of this overall, I think it was in the 500 plus area or more, close to $600. I think they were at this point. I didn't really take a look. I'm just kind of guessing. So this would have taken care of that. So what I did was I went down. I thought, okay, let me play it down on the low time frame. When it opens, wait for a 1, 2, 3, wait for a red, green, and go down. And you see, it did do that. So you can make up the loss by buying puts at the open, and that was just on that play alone. Buying the 105 puts, you can make the money back from this level. So that's the beauty of you're down on the 5 minute there, and you can do that. And you can go in on the 1 minute and do the same thing. So I go down to the 1 minute and look at that.
Well, given the weakness of DoorDash, I would have expected it to go down after it went up like that.
Yes, and that's what we talked about, right? Remember we said, I told you what I was going to jump in the morning, and that's what we talked about, that more than likely it would fall. So make this bigger. So
Your IWM's taken off.
are they going to the upside now?
Yeah,
Okay,
a good
so
move.
that was a dash on the 1 minute time frame, and it's the same principle. So it opens here and starts moving down. You know, it made this really nice 1, 2, 3, as you can see. So, you know, all bets are off if we break this level. And I'm just looking for red bar, green bar, you know, right in my sweet spot area. So it came all the way down, and this, you can see the structure. And so at this point, I just want a red bar, green bar, and I'm in. And you just, at this point, you just buy, because price is moving up. This is the key to it. When price is moving up, we want to buy the puts. When price is moving down, we want to buy the calls. So that's the whole secret right there. So just like what we did here. So if it didn't break the low, yeah, that's what we want. We want to get in as soon as price breaks that red bar on the 1, 2, 3. So your risk now, if you were putting on risk stop, your risk is just, your stop would be here or here. In this case, is this one's, you know, you can put it underneath the 1 because it's so close. So that's your risk. Yeah, sorry, your risk is this, just that much. So we'll see if it gets to 203.50, and that would be making a 1, 2, 3 here, and then we can jump in again, buy some more for a move if we think it's moving fast enough, right? Okay, so let's see. So I bought them at 45. They're already doubled in price. I'm at 96 cents now. I'm at 97 cents now. So this is how quickly you can double your funds.
The 203s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if it makes it. And let's see, on the 1 minute time frame, of course, it has to do its structure here, right? So it's going to do. So we just have to be patient, wait the structure out. Look at this on the 1 minute time, on the 5 minute time frame. So I can put a like to see price come right in here, right? They're over $1 now. So that's again just the process. just not being hesitant, just take the trade with a risk when your risk is that small. It's not that gigantic a stretch to take advantage of a move like this. Now we're playing on expiration day. We want things to move fast on this day, on the expiration days, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. This is the key to the options. You buying these options like this. So don't want to buy too far out of the money. You want to stay close to 203 from 201 is not dramatically far. So and of course the initial investment is small. So we'll see if it would have enough oomph to have made it to 205, George, by the end of the day. It would be, let me just make that small again. So you can see again the overall structure on the 1 hour time frame. So this is our structure, and then the move at this point. So if this is holding out, this is going to be a short-lived move. It looks like.
Yeah, it's starting to flatten out right now.
It'll be a short-lived move here. The group that we're going, probably best if I take exit and not. We'll see though how this plays. But okay, so we had a little bit of a pop, but then it's kind of doing its thing here. And of course, once you know where you are in that structure, you know why it's doing that slow motion thing there, because we're at this point. So next, that's our expected. We're going to have a little bit of a hiccup in here. And then we should push one more time up in here. And that's it. Hopefully it works. Well, super slow motion still.
Yeah, it's IWM is flattening at this point.
Yes, so if we go back to the 1 minute time frame, you can look at it. Hopefully it'll refresh here. There it is. Yeah, so it is doing as expected. So we should gyrate and get that. We could, of course, come all the way back down too. That's totally possible, and that's the worst case scenario. But it looks pretty strong, so we should stay up here and then push through. So I think I just wanted to point out this when we were here this morning when it opened, and we have a 1, 2, 3 here, and this move to the downside. You can see inside from here to here, there also is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's or even down on the 1 minute time frame, it's still creating the structure all the time. You can see it all the time.
Now we just need to see it move in the right direction.
Yeah, well, we are definitely watching paint dry again. So
Yep.
same kind of thing, paint dry and boom. And so we should get a little paint dry, another boom, right?
Yep.
And that's that's the expectation anyway. So we shall see. Okay, let's take a look at the Forex here and see if anything has changed for the US. So euro US dollar, let's go to the hourly. Okay, so it is moving down. That's also very slow. Same kind of thing. So the US dollar pushing very slow to the upside. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I was in Bitcoin. Actually, I think I'm still might be in Bitcoin. No, I'm not in Bitcoin anymore. Okay, so gold. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin. There it is. Okay. Okay. So we had. This is the hourly. So was expecting a drop here, but boy, it came back quick. So that's amazing. So we had this breach of our line here. If I go to the 4 hour, you'll see this line. Where am I? 4 hour. And yeah, so we're in this structure here. So it looks like we should have another push that could take us through, but it didn't, and instead broke down. So that's what can be expected at this point, because we're inside of a triangular type affair. And the expected move would have been, for this to continue back up here, but in this case, it said nope, and turned. So now we'd have to wait out a 1, 2, 3 bottom here, come back up again, and then it might not even go up again. It will just probably drop again. So we look at it from the daily. It is possible that we could, because we do have a 1, 2, 3, we could continue down even from here, breaking this. Still doesn't look very strong at this point anyways. Gold. Here's gold daily. Gold had quite a bounce yesterday.
Yeah, I got out of my gold position yesterday with a nice profit.
The IAU?
Yeah,
Yeah, it made a nice bounce for us. So that was well worth the wait, the profit for those profit. So there's the move on gold, and yeah, it made a nice move out yesterday at that point. If we look at it on the hourly, yeah. So it was a slow grind, but it finally broke. So it's sitting the same thing on the one minute chart that we're looking at with IWM is what's happening here on the 1 hour chart with gold.
yeah.
It's just going through this. So it could fall. It could kind of go again. We don't know what it's going to do. This is the most unpredictable of the waves. Okay, so back to IWM. So yeah, it's still okay. So we're just swimming in mud right now. So now time has gone by. I was over $1 at this point for those contracts that were $45. So we got 45, and they're worth over $1 here at this point. So let's say $1. Now they're sitting at about 73 cents right now. So you can see time is a factor, especially on expiration day. Things must go quickly for, otherwise your option price decreases as time goes. So we need the market to move in the direction of our option. Like same thing in the forex, you need your buys to go, and you need your sells to go. And so that's it. This is a very good way for you to see how the 123 actually works here, because you're seeing it painting out in front of your eyes in slow motion, as it were, today. This is really a great. This video would be a good one to watch again, because you can see the pattern so clearly at this point. All right, so George, IAU, because of gold's movement. Let me do that again. Because of gold's movement, gave us some nice profits. So George and I bought IAU.
IAU I was in.
Yeah, we bought them back down here. Bought
Yeah.
the options. Bought the 35 calls. They're right here. And yeah, this nice move with gold yesterday gave us nice profits on that. It's about a 10-day hold, George.
Pardon?
I think that was about a 10-day hold on that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take the chances on it coming back down before it went up again, because my option was getting close to expiration.
Yeah, it looks pretty good that it should still continue. You know, we're just breaking out of this. You can see we're in this triangle, and it's just breaking out of it right now. So it's just been and then breaks out. So it looks like it has, we're sitting at some serious resistance right now, but it should break to the upside further.
Yeah.
So it looks really good for a nice move back up to this level. So that was IAU. Let me keep my eye on IWM. Okay. We were looking at, did I look at Roku? I was looking at Roku yesterday for earnings. They were supposed to have a 15% expected move. So
What did they do?
I was betting against them. So let's see. Yeah. So there we go. Okay. So where's the weekly, daily, hourly? Yeah. So my expectation was for a drop. See, I still have the fibs on for the drop. And we're sitting right at the cusp of this channel here. And so nice 1, 2, 3 top. So my expectation was for a drop. I didn't buy the puts, though. I hesitated on buying them because I have so many other positions open. This one alone, but that, you can see that's a nice play. This is not more. This is actually more than a nice play. It's a fantastic play.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I should have bought the puts. So, but you can't buy everything, right? That's one of the problems with this game, unfortunately. unfortunately. But wow, these are beautiful. From 144 yesterday to they're down at 10. Wow, that's amazing. I'm really surprised. I wasn't expecting that humongous of a drop, but yeah, that's a lot of points right there. 30 plus points. Those options were, I think they were rather expensive yesterday though. Still, maybe $500 per contract, something like that.
Were you watching it while it broke that that wedge?
No.
Or that? No. Okay.
Here?
Yeah. No.
Here.
Above. Yeah.
Up here? No. I just saw this yesterday for earnings. That's it. It was just well, these are hourlies, so it was, the last day or last hour of the day, right? So I was just looking at it the last hour yesterday. Yeah, that's a beautiful move. So it gives us an expected move. Oh, that's the wrong one. Earnings report. Expected move of 15%. So yeah, that's about right there. That's a great move right there.
Can't catch them all.
No, we can't trade them all, unfortunately. All right, so we've had this is trying very hard here. We're on the hourly, so I could see this pushing up to we could get up here. Maybe. We need some oomph happening here. Hourly.
Hi, Lennox. Question.
Yes. Somebody's talking to me. Yay.
Hi. Hey. My question is, when would you decide to buy a put as insurance? At what level?
Well, today I'm probably not going to be doing any puts because
Okay.
or calls, anymore, because it's not really moving as fast as this is unusually slow. I'm sure you can all see that, right? Yeah, so you have to be a little bit more cautious. That's why I kind of only went in with three contracts. It's not a huge bet.
Okay.
It just was so slow. I'm just, okay, is this going to move or not? But so the thing is, if it decided to move fast and gave us that another 1, 2, 3 really fast, then yeah, I'd be jumping in and buying more. You see, but at this point, I don't need to buy any. I shouldn't say I don't need to buy insurance, but the guys who your house burns down, you needed to buy the insurance, right? So
Right.
you know what I mean. But yeah, the way this is so slow, and the amount of my entry is not huge, so I'm not expecting a catastrophic drop here. And if I do get a catastrophic drop without this insurance, I have the VXX. The VXX is the opposite. So I'm looking for the move to the upside with the VXX. So that will cover my assets,
Okay.
as it were.
Right. So when you buy a call and then you buy a put as insurance or vice versa, is that a straddle?
Yes.
Is that what they call a straddle?
Yes, and the one that what was the one that I should have bought the straddle for, Dash, right? So that's here we're sitting right on the cusp. It can either drop or go up. And had I bought the straddle on this one, buying the 85s and buying the 115s, then I would have been covered. My buy and sell would have been covered, and I would have made profit.
Okay,
Maybe not a great amount of profit, but at least you don't lose anyway.
right, okay. Thank you.
So yeah, if your price is at 100, if price is at 100, you buy the 105 and you buy the 95. That's what
Okay,
the same distance. Wait. And preferably, of course, the same price. So it'd be, $2, that type of thing, right?
right, okay. Which broker do you use?
I use the TOS,
TOS.
Thinkorswim,
Okay,
TD Ameritrade.
okay,
Okay, have we moved at all, IWM?
Yeah, it's moving up again. Well, it was moving up and now it's got a good bar down. So
Oh, is that it? Don't tell me that was it. That would be harsh. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys. That was it. That was my opportunity of a lifetime. Maybe I should get one more push here. See, chatting away. One more push like that. Okay. Otherwise, I missed it. Right. You guys not telling me this is going. I'm chatting away here. All right. Okay. So let's see. I can't go down to any lower time frame. So I can actually go to seconds on Thinkorswim. Oh, yes, I can. On the charts.
Well, I'm on the tick charts of
So
IWM.
yeah, so I need this to do one more spike.
It's at a neutralization phase right now, Lennox.
It doesn't look like it's going to do one more spike. That's not good. So I had my opportunity that much. So that if it was $1 here, then it should have been at least at the same dollar or thereabouts in this area, because time has gone by. Since time has gone by, the price still erodes. Yeah, so that might have been my little opportunity to take some profit there and just kind of see how it plays out. Or I, wait for this entire move now to consummate and buy some more, and hoping that it goes again. But the only thing is time. Time is the factor because it's so slow today. 718. Okay. So this is fib retracement. So we could come back into our sweet spot of 61.86 and then bounce out again. So now the question is, at this point, so you can see the structure is complete. So that was my opportunity to get out. I was chatting too much on the other side, missed that. So, okay, so and now I have to wait for the ABC. So we'll do that and then boom. So, and that could, based on how slow it's been, this could be a while, right? So then I have to decide at this point whether I would buy more or not, based on how slow everything is going right now. So right. So we're coming up to 1 hour since we started. So in about, you guys can stand this. And if you have any questions, this is a great time to ask some questions and so forth. And yeah, I can look at other instruments and so forth if anyone wants.
I can't think of anything to ask at the moment.
Lennox, I put a tick chart of IWM in the live room, S123 live room.
Okay.
You can see how it's hanging out at the water line.
Mm-hmm. So this is what George has just put up. So this we're inside the 1 minute bar essentially, and it's, you can see again, you can see the structure being created even at that level. So we're still expecting, you know, that to go, but we could have a retrace, of course, of this entire move first before it goes. So it's the same principle, exact same pattern unfolding all the time, even down at the most minute level.
Yeah, the gray band in there is what went on during the extended hours when the options were closed.
Yes, so this is overnight movements. Yeah, very cool. Very nice chart, as charts go. So any other questions? Any questions at all? So you can see the pattern completely. So my opportunity to take the profit on that move was here, yeah, unfortunately I just missed that, right? So now I have to wait out to see if it in fact comes back and breaks this level to give me the profit back. Otherwise, it's going to be a total battle to win that race. So at the way, again, the slowness of what's going on here is not exciting. So this is our sweet spot area. Now we want to see price bounce out of here to the upside. So what we'd be looking for now is again a red bar and a green bar taking it out. So an entry to the upside. And you can see, I mean, again, I can't go any lower on the chart in time. So, but we would have a, you know, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type structure being played out right now. So we would know that we're coming to the end of this move.
It's trying to get there with a green bar.
Sorry?
It's trying to get there with a green bar.
Yeah, it's starting. So if you think of the 1, 2, 3, and you know you're just halfway. Let me do that line over. You're just halfway, and you just want to catch the train right. Get in on the train right here, and take the ride on the train. So we need a green bar to break this red bar, and so that's forming a 1, 2, 3 at this point.
204s.
I'm sorry, George?
Are you in the 203s or the 204s?
The 203s.
Okay. They're 48 right now.
We were at 202.71 of high. That's okay. So if, of course, if we break this level, then we're not complete this move to the downside yet. So,
I don't have turnaround yet on my charts. Getting close though.
Well, again, at this level, we're creating a 1, 2, 3, but that we should be creating a 1, 2, 3 at this level, but super slow motion again. I don't think I've seen the markets this slow.
Yeah.
This is amazing. But this is great for if you want to learn this how this works. Wow, this is super because you get to again to see it all in slow motion. Okay, so it wasn't complete the move to the downside. So I'm hoping that this is not the 1, 2. Then we're going to go even further down. So maybe we're done now and we'll get the 1, 2, 3. So we'll see how that unfolds. This is like you're rewinding a video. Okay, I'm going back and forth and checking, stopping it, slowing it down. Now, if only I could get it to do it going forward, eh?
Right. Well, it's getting setting up right now to do that.
No, I mean to project out where it's going to go exactly. There's the ultimate programming, which you can actually do in wave basis. In wave basis, they program the Elliott wave to give you the future look at what should paint. And then you can see the pattern as it unfolds.
Right now, it's appearing that the bottom has been reached at this level.
Yeah, we're right there. We're right there. So back to that for that question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that was that asked the question about would I put insurance in. Again, based on the slowness, you know, I wouldn't add to this position. I wouldn't do anything at this point. It's just let it be. So we're not done to the downside. So we're just right at the 61.8% now. That's our time. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes before 7:30 my time. Everybody's probably falling asleep watching this today.
That's
No.
what happens when you watch paint dry.
But this, you know, again, this gives you a great play-by-play of a market that usually on the 1 minute is moving rather quickly. In this case,
Well, I don't know how quick it is. When I'm looking at a tick chart, that's when I really see the speed or slowing up of the market.
mhm,
And right now it's very slow.
super slow. Okay, so looks like we might be done now. So that look of the last bar here, pin bar. Well, maybe not. Usually we get a pin bar that, you know, that kind of tells you maybe that's it. So
I'm watching it closely for a turnaround on the tick chart, and then I'll send you another picture. But we haven't had a new tick come in for the last 6 seconds. Amazing.
so now you get the full idea of how you can enter, how you can, you know, where you can enter to minimize risk and so forth. So this really brings it out. Okay, so now we're breaking right down to 79% retrace. Wow, not what I wanted. This is way too deep a retrace.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the deeper it retraces, the less likelihood of price coming back to the upside. So So now you see in this case, my exit really should have been taken at that point, right? Okay, so I had like a double at this point. So this is a good lesson here on how this plays out. And again, it wasn't a huge outlay, so whether I lose it or not it's inconsequential. It's just to show you how this works is the key here. So if we break, and now we've broken 79%. So again, the probabilities say if this is a 1, 2, 3, then we should not break this level, and we should bounce. So if it's not, we're going to continue going down. And so now it behooves us to take a look on the high side to see what's going on. So based on the pattern now, everything's pointing to more downside than the market. So that was my little opportunity, it seems, to get in and out. So you can see on the hourly, we're just broken.
Yeah, you've broken it.
So it's getting very close to breaking to the downside here. On the 15, also we have a 1, 2, 3 top. So this was just a little blip that you wanted to take advantage of. And on the 5, we're just right in here. So
that's it.
Break.
You broke on your chart. I have not broken on my tick chart.
So this is a very deep
I'm going to send
retrace.
you my tick chart, show you what I'm seeing.
This is a
Something.
very deep retrace. Okay.
Wow.
So it would be a huge struggle for this to make it back up to that level now, right? And so even if it comes back up here, maybe I'll just break even if it comes back in here. And looks like we're going to be heading down because it finished that move. I was expecting it to come a little higher.
I put a new tick chart in the Skype room.
Yeah. So expecting it to come back up into the pink, but instead, so we like I said, we have a 1, 2, 3 here. So that looks reasonable to that level. And then a move back up now to retrace
I'm
this
starting
move.
to get moving up now.
And then we could drop through. Or we could still stay in this mess here for a while. It seems like that's what's going to play out for the rest of the day. It's where it's going to stay in this area or drop through in
Well,
the
if
long run.
you look at my tick chart, actually, we have bull divergence coming on right now.
So that's the new look at the tick chart. And
Now, if you get the bottom of the left-hand most and MACD band, the red part, the lowest part of the red part,
yeah,
second one, and draw a line all the way over to the current red bar, you'll see that that's heading down, whereas price is going higher from that same point to the current point. And we are turning up now. I've actually got blue candles going up at this point.
this is very flat. So
Well, yeah, but it's turned around so that we actually, you are looking at the low on my chart now.
So it looks like
we've got
we're
2 green candles now.
We're in this kind of band here, George. So we might get something like that going on.
Yeah, you're moving up right now. We're starting to get more speed coming in here too.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it for the morning, and we'll come back this afternoon and see how this plays out. This is very interesting today.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting one. I will keep it on the 1 minute time frame, and we'll see.
I've almost got it
Over
going.
here.
Well, it's going through the 50 moving average right now. Going above the 50.
So the options came back down to $33 here. So back into, went into a losing position at this point here. So that's not good. So buying at, 45, you want to take your profits, a dollar, right? And that would have been, that's your win. Now having this come all the way back down. Of course, we are expecting it to come into this area and then bounce, but life is, the market's going to do what it's going to do. So yeah, get a deeper retrace. So now it's going to be a battle to see if we can make it back even halfway of this to recoup at least, maybe you get $60 or something if it moves back up into this area.
That's still a profit.
It's still a profit, but just to show you that this is what can occur, especially when you're on expiration day. If you have time, it's not that much of a factor. We're still not out of the woods though. This retrace, whenever you get the 1, 2, 3, the retrace is crucial. If you get a retrace in the sweet spot of 50 to 62%, then that's what you want.
Okay, I've got a golden cross on my tick chart. I've got 4 blue candles at this point.
Okay. If your retrace is short, brief to the 38% level, then your chance is higher that its price is going to go. The deeper the retrace, the probability is against you now that price will retrace. So it looks like we should set up for a 1, 2, 3 bottom, and then this move to the upside. So we shall see. So this is the last line of defense. If we break that, then we are heading south.
One quick question.
Yes.
Is there a way to put profit targets and stop loss in an option play?
You can't put a stop, but you can put a target. I can, I can say, put my limit order at whatever price, right?
Right. Okay. But you can't put a stop.
No.
Well, I mean, you actually can, but most option people do not like to put stops in because they're known to everybody.
Okay.
But you can put stops in, you can put limits in.
If I can put a stop in, I have not ever done that, so I should figure out how to do that.
Well, my point was, like in your option trade today, the price went from 45 to $1.
Yeah.
So my thought process was, could you have said if the price of your option went down to $75, I'm out. So you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I can just, because there's always a bid and an ask, right? There's a bid and ask
Right.
price, so you can always set it to whatever you want. If the bid is, if it was at $1 and I felt okay, if the bid and ask is it was $1.03, and I said okay, my limit is 75 cents. So if I did that, I'd be out right away anyways.
Right.
They would just close the trade because you put the order in and it's below the current price. So
Right.
so you would get out anyway as soon as it started to move, right?
Right. Okay.
So it's before I can put it at and say 75 cents, right? Or $1.
Mhm.
But once it passes here, and if you say 75 cents when it's up here, you'll get out right away at at the price, current price.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Make sense?
Makes sense. I'm not an option trader. I'm learning.
Well, it's the same concept in, you know, whether you're playing the currencies, you know, if you put a bid to get out and prices, if you put a bid when price is at $1, you put a bid for 95 cents, you're going to get out right away.
All right, got it.
Right?
Makes sense, yes.
In TOS, you can actually say, I want to get out at a certain moving average, and when it crosses that moving average, it'll automatically take you out.
Oh, nice. That's great. Thank you.
Okay, still a struggle. All right, guys, it's we're almost an hour and a half in, so I'm going to call it, and we'll come back at
My
3 p.m.
VXX trade triggered, so I was about 177%. I think it
Nice.
was.
That's good. Yeah, VXX is a boon. So VXX is doing the opposite move. So yeah. And this
Yeah,
moves very
yeah,
quickly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
missed.
this moves very quickly. So price goes down in the stock market, and this is going up gangbusters. So there's a 1, 2, 3 on the hourly, and then it's going to form another 1, 2, 3. You should get a big move out of here. So it's setting up quite nicely. Yeah. All right, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Thanks,
And,
Lennox and George.
Yes.
Thank you
So-
for attending, everyone.
Thank
Don't hang
you.
out for too much longer at the screen either. We'll see how it plays out by noon. All right, thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate it, and I hope you've learned a little bit of something today. We'll see you at 3 p.m.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, Lennox.